Hi everyone, Lewis Smith here, back with another MMA UK live stream. Tonight we've got Jack Tankshaw coming on, and he's been answering a few questions for us. So get all your questions in. Jack's a very, very talented young fighter, also a very popular guy in this neck of the woods, so should be good to get him on, ask a few questions. All your questions, drop them below, and we'll see how many we can get through before we have to let Jack go. I know he's quite busy this evening. Yeah, guys, what I want to say as well is please download the MMA UK app. I know all the people at MMA UK are working really hard on this, so get that downloaded on your phone. Obviously, you got all the news on there. People update it every day, so yeah, make sure you download that as well. And in the meantime, we're just waiting for Jack. I'm going to start asking a few questions. Jack, if you can hear me, if you're watching this, just leave a little comment below and I'll add you in, buddy. Steve Brigg, nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, guys, I don't know if one of you could give Jack Shaw a quick tag to let him know we're going. I see he's just messaged me. So yeah, I think he's about to come on. Just give him a message now. Bradley Kayla, it is, unashamedly. I actually, this is an old one I dug out of the wardrobe, just specifically for tonight, so, yeah, regular interview attire now, I guess. Just drop Jack a message now. So yeah, just waiting for Jack now, guys. That is Jack Tankshaw, Cage Warriors featherweight. So we'll get him in now. Says we're just inviting Jack in a second. Hopefully he's got a good signal there. Know he's down in Albert Leary, known for the best Wi-Fi in the world.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, you alright, Jack?
Yeah, what's going on, Lil?
I'm good, buddy. Looking slim, you okay?
Looking slim, yeah. Getting close
slim.
to weighing day, so the
Brilliant.
cheeks drawing in.
Yeah, starting to trim down now. So,
Legit.
first of all, I just want to say a big thanks for joining me tonight, buddy. Really appreciate the time. You know, obviously, you're training and everything, so really appreciate you coming on for a little chat. Guys, obviously, leave all your questions below. We'll try and get through as many as we can before we let Jack get going. But yeah, Jack, Saturday night, big fight coming up in Cage Warriors 87. You got Federico Mini. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Could say it's another step up, I suppose. I'm beating Guy Ventador champion, so it's another good name for me to have on my resume, you know. And if I can do it looking good, do it in style, then you know, it's just going to push me up that ladder.
And they're not give you any easy matchups today. Obviously, you're 5-0, he's 6-0. I mean, they keep getting harder, I think.
Yeah, well, I don't want the easy fights, you know. I know that to pad my record. I'll fight anyone, you know, that they put in front of me, but obviously I want to be fighting better guys every time if I can, so I can keep working my way up. And obviously, you know, I don't see no point in going backwards. So as long as we're going forwards, I'm happy. I'll fight whoever.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of guys from Tulare fighting on the card. You have Chris Edwards, Martin McDonough. I know Jason Jenkins was on the card, but I think his fight's dropped out now.
Well, Martin's out as well. Martin got injured, unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago.
He's out now, is he, as well?
Yeah, so it's just me and Desi.
But obviously a great camp, obviously, at the moment. How's training been going with all the boys?
Yeah, great. Training's always great. You know, training full time now, so I got everything I need locally. You know, I do my MMA at Tulare Combat, then Greg Carlo looks after my diet, my strength conditioning. Obviously, I do my boxing with Gary Lockett, who's one of the top boxing coaches in the world. So, you know, I got a good team around me, and you know, just like every camp, really, every camp now since I've been pro has been perfect, and I'm looking forward to going again and again.
Yeah, and obviously it's become a bit of a mainstay for you now, Newport card, isn't it? Seem to be getting further up the card every time on that one.
It's my second home, the Newport Centre. You know, we go down there, we take over, and we'll be looking to do the same thing this weekend. You know, it's a start card. This is probably the best card they've done in Newport. You know, you got me, Lou Long's got a big fight. Craig Allen versus Matt Inman's a great match. And I know, I think Aidan Lee's fighting on as well, and Aaron and Ross is going to be a good tape as well. So, you know, it's going to be, every fight's going to be action packed. I think you know, you'd be a fool not to go down and watch.
Yeah, it should be a great one. So, Jack, obviously all going well on Saturday. What's next for you after this one? Obviously a big name, as you said earlier. Another step up the ladder. What's next for you? Obviously next fight and sort of in the next couple of years.
I'm just taking one fight at a time. I like to get out again before the end of the year. I know I've told Cage Warriors that I'd like to fight again. They got something lined up I can't talk about just yet. Gotta get this fight, you know, out the way and get this win. And you know, go from there. Next year then, you know, we'll see what we can do. I keep saying like the fight in the Motor Point in Cardiff. I think we can go bigger than Newport Centre. I said it last time, so it'd be nice to get that and under our belt as well next year.
Yeah. So Jack, I got some questions coming through. First one is from Lewis Long, and he's saying, "Are you still jailbait?" I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. So that's I expect Lou have dropped a couple in there anyway. So we'll have to come back to that one.
Come back to that one, Lou. We're not saying anything. And then we've got Mark Lamington saying, "When you destroy this guy, you must be heading to the UFC." Thoughts on that?
Well, you know, I done an interview a couple of days ago, and I said I'll take one fight at a time. You know, if a big opportunity presents itself, I'll always be ready to take it. You know, I stay fit year round, and I'm confident in my abilities at any level. But you know, I'm not going to be that guy that's you know, at 5-0 shouting and, you know, Dana, where you too. But if it presents itself, I'll be ready. You know, if not, I'll keep working my way up on the European circuit.
Yeah. I know obviously you've got a great camp down at Tulare, but I know recently you went over to Albuquerque, didn't you, down at Jackson Winks?
Yeah.
That must be an amazing experience. What was that like?
I loved it. You know, went out with Jack Marshman. It was his second time out, so he showed me the ropes a little bit out there. But, you know, gone really well with at the gym and such an high level, and not so much an high level as in miles in front of us, but it's the quantity out there as well. It's there's so many guys on the mat each session, and you know, you can get, if you want to focus on your striking, then you can do that for a day. You know, the wrestling through the roof. So it was a great experience, and it's something I definitely do again. Yeah,
brilliant. How long was you out there for, Jack?
Almost 5 weeks. I think it was 4.5 weeks. Me and Jack. Then it was just before his last fight, so we had to come home because obviously he was fighting in Glasgow. But yeah, it's really good. It took me 2 weeks to get over the altitude. You don't appreciate that as on, you know, until you experience it.
Did you end up doing any of those big mountain runs we always see the Jackson Wink guys doing?
We didn't do the run. They weren't doing many out there, to be honest. When we was there, me and Jack shot off on our own a couple of times, and we went for a little hike up in the foothills, which is tough just walking. So I would like to experience the running up there. But it's a mad old place, Albuquerque. It's a little bit different to Appalachia, put it that way.
Yeah, I bet. I know you mentioned Jack Marshman as well. He's got a big fight coming up. Are you going to be going out to Brazil to corner him for that?
Yeah, I'm going out to Brazil. You look after me, Jack. I'm like his little sidekick. So yeah, he's taking me to Brazil. It's me and my dad, obviously his head coach, and his brother Mark. We'll be flying out, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get a big win against the local guy out there. So it'd be nice to see him. It'd be nice to experience fighting a Brazilian in Brazil. I bet we won't be fan favourites. I doubt.
No, I doubt it, but it'll be a great atmosphere to fight in. I got Steve Briggs commenting, and he's saying Lewis should get a Jack Shores on Fire tattoo. For anyone who doesn't know, there's a crazy group of lads around here who's getting Jack Shores on Fire tattoos. How did this start, Jack? Do you know how many people got them now at this point?
I think it's 15 now. It started like all things stupid. It started on a boys' holiday last year in sunny Beach, Bulgaria. Obviously, it was when all the boys first started chanting it back last year. We went on holidays. Yeah. My friend Pike and Leggy, I think it was Pike and Jordan, got a little bit drunk one night, and we woke up the next morning, and there they were. Jack Shores on Fire tattooed on them, and then once they got it done, everyone else thought, I think they thought it was time to take the jump. So I got 15 now, I think, and one guy, Jasper, Ian McLeod's got it down on the side of his head. So if anyone thinks they can top that, let me know, and you get a prize if you can beat that one.
Yeah. So far, side of the head one's the best one we got, is it?
Oh, no doubt. It's massive. It covers the entire side of it. So if you want to see all my pages on there and check it out, he took a big plunge on that one.
Yeah, so fair play. But in fairness, Jack, you got a really massive support. I was down for the last Newport cards. I've seen all the boys, quite a lot of people with their t-shirts on, Jack Shores on Fire. I think, to be honest, you had the biggest cheer of the night by the end of it. And I think, yeah, you've got a really good support coming there, so it's only going to get better if you with a couple more wins, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's going time. Like the amount of tickets I've sold for this fight is incredible. If you're down there on Saturday and you're looking for a good time, look for the black t-shirts with Jack Shore across the front, and they'll look after you, and I'm sure you enjoy yourself a lot more than you would sat at the front. So go and get involved.
Yeah. I've got Michael Hall. He's asking, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza? I gotta get that one in because I'm not a fan.
Don't even go there, because I take that stuff personally. Pineapple on pizza. If you have pineapple on your pizza, then you should deserve the death sentence. That's just a sin. Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm agreeing with no pineapple on pizza, buddy.
I feel strongly about this, but I'm sorry.
No, fair play. So Jack, I think something that's unique about you as a fighter, obviously, the working relationship you've got with your dad, obviously Richard Shaw, obviously the man behind Tulare Combat. How has that sort of affected you as a fighter, being brought up in that sort of environment, day in, day out, training with your dad?
As far as I'm my dad's my coach, it's not a big deal to me because it's all I've ever known. He's been my coach. I was 6 years old, but it obviously benefits me massively because I think the relationship we got, trust-wise, if I'm in the cage and he's saying do this, I got 100% confidence that that's what I should be doing. There's not a single doubt in my head that he's wrong. So as far as fighting goes, I think it works very well. And he's on he can monitor me 24/7 pretty much. There's no getting away from it. So he's making sure I'm training and making sure my diet's on point. So and like you said, being brought up around it is something that's definitely helped me deal with the pressure of things. I was brought up in sport watching him fight 10 odd years ago, and watching Jack and Martin and Chris fight from when he was 18 years of age. So it's something that's benefited me massively.
Yeah, I suppose it comes naturally to you at this point, doesn't it? Obviously, I've seen videos of you on YouTube training when you were a little kid, so it's something obviously you've been around the guy like Marshman. So it's something that comes naturally at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, from 10, 11 years of age, I've been training since I was 6, but since 10, 11, I know whenever the boys were fighting, Desi, Martin, Jack, I was out the back at the shows, and I was, I was always getting a feel for the atmosphere subconsciously without even being involved fighting. So it's obviously done me nothing but good.
And I got a question from Tom Heffernan. He's asking, is there anyone in particular on the UK scene at the moment who would you like to fight?
No, obviously there's fights out there that would be good fights, but I'm not a guy that's going to call anyone out. If Cage Warriors tell me I'm fighting this guy, that's who I'm fighting. I don't question it. I just take the fight, and we turn up and do our thing like we do every other time. It's there's plenty of names out there on the European circuit and the British circuit. I don't think fighters need to be, saying I want this guy, I want this guy. If you're good enough, and then you're gonna fight the best guys about. That's what Cage Warriors do. You don't get easy fights. You're always fighting guys who who deserve to be on. It's Europe's top show for a reason. So if they fight on that show, they're the guys. So whoever they put in front of me is who I'll fight.
Speaking of Cage Warriors, obviously, what do you think of? I know he was up there for the London card a couple of weeks ago now. Josh Reed when he fought against Nathaniel. What did you think of that fight at the end of the obviously a close decision? Sorry, a close, really close fight. Josh just got caught at the end. What did you think of that?
Yeah, it was madness. To witness it from where I was sat, in the corner, was something I'll probably never, I'll never get an experience like that again. It was like watching a fight in a film, like a Rocky film. Obviously, Josh was inches away, and all credit to Nathaniel, he pulled it out the bag. You could argue Josh could have gone on, but Mark Godby as one of the best, is probably the best referee in the world. So, we can't argue his decision. But I'd love to see a rematch. That is a fact. Whether it's Wales or back in London or a neutral place, I'd love to see Josh in the final go at it again, because for a fight that only lasted 2 minutes to have as much hype and as much as many people talking about as it is, obviously that them two can draw a crowd. So if Nathaniel doesn't go on to the UFC, why not?
Yeah, I think it's definitely the fight I would like to see run back for Josh. I mean, obviously such a close fight, but we didn't get to see the both fighters really not give their all, but show all their skills. I think they just both went for it from the gun, and it ended quick. But as I say, I think obviously I know Josh is so well rounded. It'd be great to see the two of them go in there and display what they can do for a longer period, I think, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, definitely. But Josh is for a bantamweight. Josh, it's like a truck. So I mean, anyone who fights Josh and gets tagged by him is going to have that problem. It's so well and good saying you'd like to see him go here, there, and everywhere. But if he tags you in the first 10 minutes, in the first 10 seconds, or if he tags you in the last minute of the fight, you're gonna feel it, and he's gonna go for the kill every time. But run it back, see what happens. I think that's how the both of them fight. That they come for a tear up the pair, and they're both good strikers. They can both obviously bang. You see in that fight, so it'd be good to see them go at it again and see if the result go our way this time. Yeah.
I've got Mark Lavin asking. I don't know if you saw this the other day, but he's asking, do you think you could pull off the Boston Crab in Newport? I don't know if you saw it on Facebook the other day, the guy pulling off the Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, I see. The Walls of Jericho, yeah. No, it's not going to be my first choice of submission, put it that way, but, I drilled the Boston Crab or the Walls of Jericho a couple of times as a youngster with my old man, or Mike the Truthful Teller. I've blocked the Boston Crab up on him a couple of times in his front room, but I don't think it's something I'll be going for Saturday, let's put it that way.
No. What about Dan? Did you see the UFC on the weekend? Mikey Mouse's submission?
Yeah, insane.
What
Best sub ever. Best sub ever. No one's ever going to beat that. To go from a suplex to an armbar and make it look as clean as he did is, I just don't know. I mean, the guy's a blue. It's ridiculous to think the guy's only a blue belt. You know what I mean?
Is he?
He's only just started training gi, I think. So he just had his blue belt, but you're not going to top that. He's just so he's the best, obviously pound for pound in the world, I think, and he's just so far in front of everyone, and to do that when he's 5 rounds up just shows how good he is, and I think it's going to be a long time before we see anyone top that.
Still going for it right at the end. What do you think of Tony Ferguson fight as well against Kevin Lee? Do you watch that one?
Yeah, I thought Kevin Lee done a lot better than people thought he was going to do. I thought he put on him for the first round. I can't remember if it was the round he got subbed in, but he got 2 good takedowns. But Ferguson's he's a scrapper, he's a dog. You know what I mean? He just ate everything he had and kept coming forward. And I think his experience showed in the end, and he overwhelmed him. Yeah, but
it was a good fight though, a really good fight.
Oh yeah, great fight. And I'd like to see Ferguson fight McGregor next. See how he does there.
Yeah. We got a question coming in from Jeff Serry saying, do you get a sick feeling before you fight?
Do I get a sick feeling?
Yeah.
No, not
like He said you get a sicky feeling like your dad before you fight.
No, the boys will tell him a lot calmer than my dad, but I gotta tell him to chill out before I go to fight. You know, he's kicking and pacing back and forth. But I'm chilled before a fight. You know, I'm good at controlling my nerves, controlling the pressure. Don't like getting on top of me. I think sometimes that can affect people's performance. And you know, I like to stay chilled, and I think that's why when I go out there, I tend to perform well. You know, like one of the coaches I got, Carl Parker, says that the best fighters in the world can do in the cage what they do in the gym. And I think the reason a lot of guys don't perform in the cage how they do in the gym is because they can't deal with that pressure. So I'm glad I got that under wraps. And, you know, obviously the more fights I have, it's just going to get easier and easier.
Yeah, brilliant. And something else, I know we spoke earlier about, obviously you'll be cornering Jack Marshall. I know you cornered Josh Reed. Is sort of cornering and coaching something you're going to be getting into? I know you're into it already, but something you're going to take on full time, obviously, once you finish fighting?
Yeah. When I'm done, definitely. You know, I love this sport. I love jiu-jitsu. You know, MMA, boxing. So when it's all said and done, I don't think I'll ever walk away from it completely. I'll always continue to do it for as long as I can, even when I'm not fighting. And you know, I'll always help the boys out, especially with the coaching, even now. But further down the line, you know, 20 years, 30 years or so, I'd love to do what my old man's doing now and help to run the gym.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of good young guys in the gym at the moment as well, isn't there? I've seen see all your pictures you post up on Facebook. A lot of guys coming through now.
Oh yeah, it's thriving at the minute. You know, last year the members have gone through the roof. You know, we got some of our amateurs. You know, Jordan Peak, Jack Tucker, Sean Scrivens. You know, that's just a few. We got guys coming through. We got the young boys, Kenzie and Ellis, and Yaya McKenzie. You know, they're all training 5-6 days a week. You know, when you're doing that, it's going to pay off. And obviously, the boys coming through it's only going to mean good things to people like me, Josh, Jack. You know, it means we can see we're going to have training partners here for a long time. And yeah, I think the gym's just going to go from strength to strength, especially now with Jack in the UFC as well. I think in a couple of years, you'll see a few more of us in there.
Yeah. How's Jack looking? Jack Marshman leading up to that fight. It's not far away now, is it? It's a couple of weeks before you go to Brazil?
Yeah, so I think Jack's fighting on 2 weeks on Saturday. He's looking fit, strong. He's always fit, you know. He's you go all day long. He's looking his usual self, you know. He's always prepared. And I'm looking forward to, you know, it's a tough fight for him. He's fighting a very good grappler, but I think he's got a game plan and the style to do the job and get another win. You know, he'd be 3-1 in the UFC then if he can start, you know, looking at working his way into them rankings then.
And obviously, back to yourself on Saturday, your biggest fight yet. Can we get any predictions for you from this one?
I'm 100% confident I'll get a win. It's going to take some grinding. You know, I know that's a tough fight, but every fight's a tough fight now. So it'd just be a matter of grinding and amount of, you know, don't be shocked to see a second round submission or a second round finish. But if I got to take him 3 rounds, I'll take him 3 rounds. If I can finish him in 20 seconds, then I'll do that. You know, I'm ready, I'm prepared. And, you know, we just take it as it comes. You know, it is what it is. And however I get it done, doesn't matter as long as I get it done.
Yeah. I got another question for you from Caelan Lewis McDonough. He's asking, who is the better looking out of the McDonough brothers?
Mean as he's living in Australia and he ain't going to kick up too much at first. Martin's definitely the better looking one. Sorry, Carl, you know, unless you're going to come home and do something about it, then you're not going to change your mind.
There you go. Well, Jack, first of all, where can people find you on Twitter if they want to find you, Jack? Twitter, Facebook?
Facebook is Jack Tank Show. Twitter and Instagram is Jack Show MMA. So if you're not already following, give me a follow and you know, I'll try and keep you entertained. Yeah.
Well, Jack, once again, buddy, really thanks a lot for joining us tonight. Best of luck for the fight on Saturday. Everyone who's watching, get your tickets. I think there's still some left.
Very limited amount left, so be fast.
Very limited. So Saturday night down in Newport Centre, Cage Warriors 87, so it should be a good one. Jack, all the best, buddy, and speak to you soon, okay?
Cheers, Lou. Nice one back. See you Saturday.
Ciao, Jack.